The other questions outside extended environment, for example, let's say you work in the industry, which is detrimental to the environment, let's say you belong in this industry, but at the same time you need to earn a living, and you know what you did, maybe direct and indirect is harm to the environment. So how do you navigate these struggles?
As you said, there's either you're going to know it or not know it. If somebody doesn't know the impact and they're not convinced of the impact, then on the Day of Judgment, they're not held responsible for it. They're only going to be held responsible for the part of the action that they were directly involved with. For example, if I go to the shop and I buy an item that is packaged in plastic that will cause a harm, I'm not really aware of the impact of the plastic, the harms of it. And I'm not convinced, even when people say, oh, there's a big impact, I'm not really convinced of it. I'm not saying I'm saying this scenario, the person is not. On Yawm al-Qiyamah, they're not held responsible for that. All they're held responsible for is when you bought the item, is the sales transaction that you use, was that according to the Sharia? If that was halal according to the Sharia, then you did nothing wrong. The major question comes, what when you know of the impact but you continue to do it? That's where it could be held against you. So the sales transaction will be halal, it'll be valid, it's a valid exchange of property because all the conditions are fulfilled, but it's harmful, and so if it does cause harm, then you will be held accountable for the harm that you've caused. But the harm has to be, according to Sharia, for somebody to be held responsible in dunya or akhirah, the harm has to be mutahaqqiq. Mutahaqqiq means it's not speculative. It actually did happen. So if somebody says, oh, plastic, if you throw away all of the plastic waste, it causes harm. I am not held responsible until my actual plastic waste caused harm. Because until then, it's speculative. In general, there's an impact. My specific one may not have an impact, but it's possible that it does. You're only held responsible if it actually does. So knowingly doing something that can cause harm could be sinful. If the harm is actually caused, it's definitely sinful. Doing the act knowing that it will cause harm could be sinful because you know that it's a high possibility.